Okay, so this is going to be the third and final video for this week, and I'll try to keep it the shortest video as well. So I just wanted to go over my expectations for the outline. So what I've done, if you click on this second document here, let me open this up. All right, you guys will see that I broke in our discussion from, I believe it was week 9, into two positions. So remember, when you're writing essay number 2, you cannot flip flop, which is basically the purpose of this assignment, is to make sure that your ideas are settled on one position. And I want to catch anybody that might flip flop and say, well, maybe a degree is worth it for this field or this field, but really you do need to establish one position and defend it. You weaken your position by suggesting anything else. If you're bouncing back between yes and no, so be very careful of that. Okay, so I divided it between yes and no. This is your very own writing. I just copied and pasted from the discussion. Um, so, for example, um, let's just say each of these bullet points can potentially be your body paragraphs and even your topic sentences. And that, like, let's just start with the first one. Anything in healthcare really should require you to have to study. You can dedicate a whole paragraph not only to healthcare but maybe some other careers where a degree is required. And you can give me support from the 2 articles that you read. This week, you're required to find another article as well. So maybe you'll find something in that article to support your point. But that whole paragraph would be dedicated to this bullet point. You can go into, like, this one here, has some specific information about earnings and a higher salary. That can be one whole paragraph as well. So this is a 3-page essay. You might need 4 of these. You might need 5 or 6 of these. All that matters is that you hit the 3 pages. So let's say you are at 2.5. Just come back in here or do a little more research, create another body paragraph to defend yourself. Okay. Don't forget you have the opposing paragraph as well that we're doing this week. That's the paragraph that goes before the conclusion that also adds length to your essay. So, okay. These are all the points for no. Many business owners who are very successful have no college degree, so you can focus on all of that and more details to create one particular paragraph. And at the bottom, I added a few, both pro and, or I should say, yes and no points from previous semesters that I noticed weren't in our discussion. So I thought maybe these would help you. In previous semesters, students brought up Mark Zuckerberg, Bill Gates, other startups that dropped out of college and made billions. So that could be a paragraph. No one really mentioned like the overall college debt. I'm sure if you Google that, you'll see that a lot of students are in over $100,000 worth of debt. You might want to discuss that. In terms of yes, position of yes, college is worth it. I didn't see anyone mentioning socialization at. I spelled that wrong, but that's okay. I'll fix it. Socializing at college, making new friends. You're also developing critical thinking skills. So those are potential paragraphs or topic sentences that you guys can use as well. So I hope this document helps you. I'm going to get out of here for just a second as well, because there is one other document in there. Just get back to it. You don't have to do anything with this. I just put it in here just so you can see what an outline looks like. I don't like to force students to use a particular document because I feel like planning is very personal and like your preference and how you put your thoughts down. So I'm just putting this in here if you wanted like an example. Um an attention getter. You've heard me call this hook before. But you can put a hook down. This is to help you build your introduction and your thesis. Here would be one of those points that we just talked about on the other document. Maybe you can add some details. So this can help you kind of design or organize your thoughts, but you are not required to use this. You'll see here, some professors call it a counter argument. It's the same thing as an opposing argument, which you can see goes before the conclusion. So if this helps you, stay organized, definitely go ahead and use this, but you can submit any way you really like, to be honest. And again, as I mentioned before, I really am just checking that you're in the right direction before you sit down and write your 3-page essay. Okay, hope this helps.